What is money? What is capital? And why does it matter? Here's a photograph of Andrew Bailey. He's the governor of the Bank of England and he's holding a £50 note. It's got a picture of Alan Turing, World War II code breaker and huge contributor to the advancement of computing. On the £50 note, it says, "I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £50." Signed by the clerk to the Bank of England, who are acting on behalf of the British government in issuing notes. What is the sum of £50? Well, in the modern era, it is a £50 note. So that piece of plastic used to be linen, sometimes called paper, but they're plastic these days, can be exchanged for another of itself, but nothing else. Currencies used to be backed by precious metals. A long time ago, silver. So a pound. Sterling is weight and quality of silver. At a certain point, currencies were backed by gold. So you could exchange your notes for a certain amount of gold. No modern currency is linked to any precious metals like that. So they're known as fiat currencies, F-I-A-T. They have no inherent value. However, people seem to be willing to accept them. Why is that so? Because others will accept them and the issuer is considered to be behaving responsibly in the case of what's generally known as a hard currency, like the British pound, US dollar, Swiss franc. They're considered good stores of value and something that would be widely accepted, especially the US dollar, worldwide. But the inherent value and the stability of the currency is dependent on the behavior of the issuer. So there has to be a level of trust toward that government and that central bank. And that's a very key aspect of the role of the central bank. The bank can create more money. It's usually electronic in the modern era. It's helpful to think of printing money. In fact, most money is not in any sort of physical format at all. It's a balance in a ledger. Banks, commercial banks, can also create money by the process of lending their reserves and then accepting deposits and then lending out a proportion of those deposits in a strictly regulated way. However, if we all went to the bank and wanted our money back, then there isn't enough cash there to satisfy all our demands. However, if we have trust in the banks and they're being managed responsibly, then the fact that the money isn't there to be drawn out, if we all went in at the same time, doesn't matter because we won't unless we're panicking. So avoiding panic is a very important aspect of the central bank regulator and the prudential management of banks.